Hey, environmental students, Miss Crowley here. So, you are going to learn about the impact that plastic has on our ecosystems throughout the world. And hopefully, this will lead to a sense of understanding about the problem, responsibility, and then action that you might change some of the things that you do in your life. So, if you look at the pictures, you can see on the right all the plastic bottles that get washed up at the beach. You can see the plastics and the turtles that's a problem, and also in the food chain. So we have something called microplastics, and those microplastics go to the fish, and then we eat the fish and comes back to us. So all this stuff comes back around to us. So if you listen to the directions in the direction part, you should have seen that you are going to upload the PDF to Notability and just follow along with this Google Slides and fill in the answers. Okay. So then you're going to watch this ocean confetti. Just listen to it. You don't have to do anything for this, but listen to this to just give you an idea of the problem. Okay. It's not very long. So make sure you listen to it, even though I'm not making you do any work for it. Okay. And then here is showing what they talk about is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So we have these gyres. So we have the West Pacific gyre right here and the East Pacific. These are the two biggest garbage patch. Because of our ocean currents, what happens is that the pollution that ends up in the ocean follows the current and ends up into these giant garbage patches that are filled with plastics. Okay, we have this one, the North Atlantic one, the South Pacific, the Indian Ocean, and the South Atlantic. So we have six of them. And what happens is the debris ends up in one of these swirling gyres, and the largest one is the Great Pacific one. Okay. Now, what happens is that plastics are not biodegradable, but they are biodegradable by not biodegradable. They degrade in the sunlight. It breaks them down to little pieces called microplastics, like you heard about in the video. Now, what happens is over 90% of the plastic pollution is made up of microplastics smaller than your fingernail. Now, these microplastics can absorb toxic chemicals like DDT and PCB. Then also, the animals can't distinguish the microplastics from food. So a lot of like the turtles, they'll eat these microplastics and they think that they are full. And then what happens is that there's no nutrients, so they end up starving to death. So it's not always the big plastics that we see. It's when they break down into these microplastics and then they end up coming back to us in our food. Okay, so this is a problem. They're trying to clean it up, but just so that you know about it, because it's environmental science, right? Okay, here's a picture just showing you a person. If you can find the person here in the canoe, right? This is all plastic. He's just going through the garbage patch. Okay, so it's kind of disgusting. Not kind of, it's really disgusting. Now you're going to watch this. It's called The Facts About Bottled Water. And then you're going to answer the questions. There are 9 of them. Okay, so watch this. You'll probably have to stop. Like when I do it in class, I stop, I pause it and fill out the answers and pause it. So make sure you do that. All the answers are written right up here. Like 17 million barrels of oil are used in the production of water bottles yearly. So the answers are all there. And then you're going to go to, oopsie, you're going to go to the next slide, which is here. And you're going to listen to the story of 3 plastic bottles. Okay. So this is the other two, well, the other page. So I think there's 3 pages on it. And here you listen to the cycle of a plastic. It tells you the fate of 3 different plastic or the fate of plastic bottles in 3 different ways. So watch that, fill it out, and then that is it. Okay. So make sure you do a good job. And then when you're done, so here it is, it's a TED Ed. It's 4 minutes and 6 seconds, so not very long.
This is the story of 3
It
plastic
talks about the
bottles,
story of
emptied and
3
discarded.
plastic
Their
bottles.
journey.
Okay. And then when you're done with the worksheet, you are going to upload it here to week 5.2 activity worksheet, plastic pollution. Okay, and then you're done. So that's it. All right. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you have any questions, remember office hours are Monday through Thursday, 1:30 to 2:30. All right. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy the beautiful weather that we're about to have.